God cannot do does not exist. My name is Betty Woma and I'm testifying from the UK. Pastor Jerry, I'm here to appreciate God for his mercies over my life. A few months ago, I experienced persistent dizziness and stomach pains, so I decided to consult my GP. After tests and scans, I received a call indicating low red blood cell count and a recommendation for further examinations, including a bowel cancer test. On hearing cancer, to be honest, I was initially scared, but then I remember that I am on the fire altar. Fast forward to the 10th of October, I received another call from the hospital saying my result had come back positive and I will be scheduled for further procedures, that's gastroscopy and colonoscopy. But before then, I was also asked to meet with the oncologist on the 12th of October at the Colorectal unit. So for some strange reasons, I felt, after accepting the appointment, for some strange reasons, I felt an urge to reschedule it. So I did. On the throne room verdict of the 12th of October, of course, I was at the altar, and 30 minutes plus into the prayer, Pastor Jerry said, colorectal cancer be reversed. Colorectal cancer be reversed.
Colorectal cancer. Colorectal cancer. Colorectal cancer. We command, be reversed by fire.
And I screamed. I claimed that word. I prayed with it. I recorded that part of the prayer. I kept declaring it over my life. I kept praying it. I kept praying it. I kept praying it. And fast forward to the 5th of November, which was the day for the procedures. I went to the hospital, but before going to the hospital, because it was on a Sunday, I decided to join Streams of Joy Sunday service online. And after the choir ministration, they sang Jesus Here, and Pastor Jerry came up and was declaring that God will do this and do that, that will make us do things that will make us shout Jesus Ye. And I just said a prayer in my heart. I say, Father, please let Pastor Jerry just mention anything at all that has to do with health. I just needed another confirmation. And the next thing I heard Pastor Jerry say was, when the doctors report, whatever they said they saw before, they will not see again.
When the doctors report, whatever they said they saw before, they are bound not to see it again. The only thing that you will scream is Jesus. You have done it again. Jesus, in your special way. What was impossible, you made possible. Jesus,
and that was just it for me. That was just the confirmation that I needed. On my way to the hospital, I kept declaring it. Went in for the 2 procedures, and the doctors, after the procedures, looked at me and said, Betty, we've got great news for you. There's no cancer. There's no evidence of cancer. Congratulations. We don't need to see you again. And I couldn't shout. Pastor Jerry, you will say, how will you shout? I could not shout. I just started crying, and I was just too overwhelmed. And I'm grateful for this altar. Thank you for teaching us how to pray. Thank you for building my faith. Thank you for increasing my faith. The first miracle that God did for me beyond every other thing was, giving me that mindset of trusting him completely, changing my mindset and all that, believing in trusting him and going with the words that came out of this altar, and believing that those words were for me. And indeed, what God cannot do does not.